is no manual out there that will teach you how to get over your parents' death. Boy, now you make me float, float, float. Boy, really give me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the last video for 2022, and then I'll be starting a new one, Kadi 2 January. Yeah. Or the first, I'm not sure when I will upload, but anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Even my friends, even my granny's friends have subscribed, and look here, we are growing and I love it for me. But without rambling too much and pelana, but anyways, so in today's video, as you would have seen by the title, I will be speaking about, like, there was a time where during this week I was reflecting when I came back from Christmas, and I was just so much in my feelings, you know, like reflecting on the year, how it went for me, what I've achieved, what I've learned, and just everything in everything in general. So, and then also festive, like during festive, sometimes it gets so emotional because I miss my mom so much, so much. It's like yes, it's been 20 years since she passed away, but it just somehow feels unreal still. And don't get me wrong, I've dealt with it. I dealt with it from 2009. That's when it kicked in. When I was a baby, like, it didn't really, I just didn't want to believe. I lived with the fact that she's coming back, you know. But from 2009, reality kicked, and that's a story time for another time, probably next year late, I don't know when I'm ready. But anyways, yeah, so during festive season, definitely I miss her so much. I miss her cooking. Firstly, she loved cooking, she loved baking, she didn't like cleaning and ironing, I think. No, I think washing laundry. So now I would rather wash laundry, I'd rather clean than cook and bake. All those things, it's not my portion. It's something that she didn't leave me with. But so while I was reflecting, I got like six things that I feel make me miss her so much. So I'm gonna go through it. I have them on my phone. I wrote them down, and so that I don't forget, because at that moment, like, you know, sometimes when you think of something and then you like, okay, I'll do it later, and then you're gonna forget. So every time I think of something, I think of an idea or whatever, I just go to my notes on my phone or go on my email and just do a draft and write it. So without rambling too much, I've said this twice now, but anyways, so the first one is birthdays. Oh my goodness, one thing about my mom, she loved parties. Like, I think I had a party, well, they were not big. I had a party every year, something, either it's my two friends and her two friends, but there's something we are celebrating. And the nice thing was that her birthday was the 16th of October and mine was 20th of October. So you can imagine how when that month comes or approaches, I'm just like, oh, she's not here to celebrate with me. I'm 4 days away from her birthday and she's not here, you know, celebrating. Like, honestly, now I don't like celebrating my birthday. Like last year, I told myself, I'm turning 30 this year and I'm gonna throw a party and whatever. And then and I was telling my aunt, surprise party. I want this and this and that. And I was telling her, nothing big, but something like I just want to celebrate. I was like to her, no, actually, I don't want it. Like, because I just felt I'm not ready yet. I don't know. But I haven't had a birthday party in a while. Besides when I had a joint one little, but because I was with her, I didn't feel that void, at least making a little and then re-celebrate her jointly, because hers is on the 19th and mine is on the 20th. So it didn't feel, but now that I wanted to celebrate, and my birthday, it just didn't. For me personally, I'm not there yet, but I will eventually get there. And the last birthday she threw was huge. I was turning 9. It was that year when the previous year, because I was I was gonna turn 10 the following year. Yeah, so the previous year, 2001, was the last time she threw me a party. So it's just that, man. I'm not there yet. So yeah, as time goes, I will be able to celebrate it and have fun. And then the second one that I jotted down is crossing over to the New Year's. This is like every year crossing over, it's a validation that she ain't with me, like she's not here, like, and I'm just like, oh damn, she's not here. And then I will pray, ask God for to calm me down, because sometimes it gets too overwhelming. Like, I don't know how else to explain the void that I feel that my mom is not with us anymore. I can't explain, but every New Year, so this is gonna be the New Year, be 21. I see you, no 2023 one. Like, you understand? So it's a validation. Akekho akasekho emhlabeni, she's resting in peace, So yeah, sometimes it just gets so overwhelming, and I stop partying. Like, now I just chill at home or go matlala or wherever, but it's always indoors or something. And then the third one is going to church. There's not a day, Sunday, when I go and I don't think about her, because she was super active. My mom, I think, would have been a YPD director somehow, easty or locally or area or episcopal, mara somewhere, or nke ba di entse di le 4 di latelane yalo, or but somewhere she would have been a director, because when she passed away, she was the Sunday school teacher, church school teacher at church, and she loved kids so much. I think that's where I get, but I love babies, not kids. I don't know what's the difference, but I love babies that are below 4, and below 4. Above 4, but why? Yes, I can chill with them, we can have a conversation, but I prefer ones that don't speak. So she loved kids. Like, she was so warm. All the kids loved her because she was a good teacher, even though Nali's so strict, super strict. Like, my mom was so strict, guys. Apparently I was naughty, but that's a story time for another time. So yeah, going to church sometimes, and it's not that I'm sad. It's just, if you were here, you would see how much I've grown in church, how much, like, serious at church, and a lot of people that grew up knowing me, that I grew up knowing them, Baba Kholo, like ba bona gore yo, like ngwana Millicent, you know, she's a big person now, like wa bereka ko kerekeng, ke active, and I'm loving it. It's willingly, and I feel like I'm also like, yes, my mom would be so proud if she would see me, you know, working so hard for the Lord and working so hard for my church, and you know, so it's also like ngwana Millicent. And then the fourth one is being in my room. This room is my safe space. Like, that's why in my previous vlog, the one before this video, I said I want to change. Like, I want to feel wholesome, you know. So being in my room makes me miss her, because this used to be her room before she passed away, and it took me a while. It took me years. I used to sleep with my granny. After my mom passed away, I used to sleep with my granny, and then my aunt Oyang Kiba used to sleep in here. I couldn't. It was just too much. I felt like it was just too much. So when I started moving in here, I think it was in high school. No, it was after. No, it was in high school. It was in high school when Kiba left. Started working, and then she moved back to Pretoria at her mom's place. It was when I moved in my room. In this room. So now it's mine, and it's just, I get really sad when I think about her in this room. And yeah, this room also has a big, huge story time, which I will share when I'm ready. Right now, no, I've got so many story times. But yeah, when I come in here, I'm like, there's so many things. You know, now the cupboards are all mine. You know, like I can't share anymore. It's just those little things that you like, wow. But anyways, and then the fifth one that I realized I was doing unintentionally, until when I sat down and I wrote this, because it just came. I dislike the M1 so much, because she used to work what's that area, Waverly? I don't think it's Waverly, but it's close to Waverly. Sasfin Bank, Iko M1. How fit I fell M1, you're gonna see it. Like this side, it's Melrose Arc, that I think a version active or something there by the in M1, Kako College Drive, that off ramp, on ramp, that one, that mall. And then this side, when you go to the north, it's gonna be on your right, the Sasfin Bank. It moved. It used to be 2 buildings. South, it used to be two buildings ahead. North, it used to be 2 buildings behind. So now they moved a little, but you can still see it on M1. Like driving there, for me, I just didn't like it, because every time Herifita go and then I look, I'm like, oh, my mom's work, you know, she used to work here. So I think I hate M1. I think it's that, eh? But also traffic, it's just so ridiculous. M1 is just so different. It's just weird, man. Oh, what jiga. But anyways, but yeah, like driving down there is just also validation. She's not there. Like, we can't randomly go and pick her up at work. You know, so it's, yeah, man, sometimes you know, because there's so many things that I've achieved that I wish she was here and we would talk about, we would be like celebrate you know. So yeah. And then the last one is Christmas time. Wow. Yes, as much as counting down and saying how many years ago and all, like sounds very weird or what, but unfortunately, counting down the years for me, it's just I keep saying it's soothing or what, but it just, I keep track of the years, you know. So the amount of years we missed her at Christmas, I it's just something that you just can't get used to, because we would definitely have baked goodies. She would definitely be cooking. She would definitely, like, she was a very joker person. Not joker, she was loud, very bubbly, very outgoing. She was a people's person. She loved people, you know. So late during festive Christmas times, Christmas Day, it's just sometimes weird. Yes, it happened 20 years ago, mara I honestly I you know. And she was my mom's best friend. I mean, she was my aunt's best friend, Matlala, which is my mom also. But how weird sometimes also seeing Matlala alone. I don't wanna lie. Like, sometimes I would just look at her and I'm just like, yo, like, if your sister was here, it would be so nice also, you know, like her having her older sister around, having a built-in best friend, you know, with her. Sometimes I'm like, yo, life is unfair, hey? Life is unfair. She was just too young for her to be going through what she went through, you know. But anyways, I mean, it's life. What comforts me is that I am a Christian and I believe in God, and I believe that she is resting. Like, there's a reason why that Mdimu akhetha good flowers and just keeps them to himself, you know, because we are his children. And I may not understand the reason why she left, and the reason why she left how she left, but I find peace in the fact that God has it all under control, and the fact that I am able to speak and not share a tear is so much growth for me, which I really, 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 truly am grateful. I don't cry anymore like I used to. Yes, there are days lang, but talking about her now, who soothing, man. Like, I feel like it's also part of the healing process that we don't really take into consideration, you know, like speaking about it, sharing to your family, to your friends. And I feel like, because my now friends, I think the only friend that knows my mom did, and like, maybe I'm hopefully 100%, but she's the only one, you know. So none of my other friends know her, which would have been so nice. I think they would have loved her. She would be such a cool mom, you know, or a sister, because I'm sure people would think because she was hot. She was a hot girl. But anyways, so yeah, talking about it is also a healing aspect in my life. I never used to talk about it. There were times growing up I had forgotten like how she looked like. I never used to look at pictures and all. So now I easily look at them, I easily post, you know. And we have a picture of her in Dev's room. It's big, so, which was also part of our therapy, to have a picture of her so that we can be able to talk about her, share the memories that we had with her. And also, yeah, and I came across this picture of us really for, I don't know if it's clear, but this is Dev, this is Matlala, this is myself, and this is my mom, Millicent. So here, this was our first trip really and it was really our last trip when we went to Cape Town with the bus, which I don't recommend. But anyways, we went to Cape Town with the bus, and then we flew back. Okare like dilo tse ding tse ntate Modimo a di etsang ha e shem. Ke mo tlapela matsogo because it was literally the last trip we went with her. So also going on vacation as CEO, it's just so weird, such a weird vibes, you know. I mean, yeah, it's weird vibes, but we've gotten used to it. We always just remember, yo, if nalite nkebe so, you know, like it's just, oh, yeah, we just used to it. So these are the 6 things that really, like, year in year out, really make me miss her so much. There are days where girl, like, you know. And also sibling, like I have no one, though it's fine because everything is for me. I don't need to share anything besides when Tammy and Nande are around. But in this house, it's just me and my granny, and everything is mine that I own. If I own it, I own it. And I'm going straight to the point of this video. But anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to share and give hope to someone who is feeling how I feel year in year out, that it's really okay. It's really okay to feel how you're feeling. Like, there is no manual out there that will teach you how to get over your parents' death. Now I know of a mother's death, but there is no manual. We just pray, we just ask God for guidance, we go to church, we worship God, we, you know, like, we always want him to be so close to us so that sharp, mentally, physically, emotionally, because it's really painful. I don't want to lie, losing a mother is not nice. I can explain. There's no other way of explaining it because it's unexplainable. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel, and for being with me. Like, Gitomile no, and we're growing, and this is the last video for 2022, and then I'll be starting again in 2023. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, but also took some notes in how I explained how I feel about losing my mom. But yeah, thank you so much.